Morning, 1 year no bit. How are you? It's Monday morning and it's like 5:20. So I'm just about to do my at 5:30. I get up early, get up at 5, and at 5:30 do my HIIT session, and then I get on with work, and then you just get your little routine going. But yes, I don't count anymore. What am I? Let me just work it out. 365, 371, I think. It's nearly a week's gone past already, and it's a strange thing. Thanks ever so much, everybody, for all your lovely comments on my posts. It just was so nice reading them all. Yeah, and it's weird. It's weird after you've done the 365. I'm a bit shell shocked, if I'm honest. I'm looking in the right hole. You know, it's because I know now. For me, because I'm quite competitive, I'm very competitive with myself. I knew I wouldn't drink in the challenge, but now I can. And there's been a couple of opportunities where I would normally have obviously drunk. And I think what I've not realised is how this challenge has changed me without me even probably realising. Because when I've given up drinking in the past, I've done it for a month before. Day 31, I was like that, ready with my Prosecco, couldn't wait. And I just don't feel like that at all. And I think it's not an anticlimax, because I can't wait to feel like Andy does, really. And I'm certainly not there yet at all, because I'm delighted I'm not drinking. But I feel like I'm sort of mourning the old me. I'm a bit scared, actually, in case that sort of side of me never comes back, which I'm quite glad in a way, because I think I was a right dickhead. You know, and there's been a couple of occasions, you know, one mainly being Claire's funeral on Friday, you know, and I was just so drunk at that, and oh my God, we were just so lucky. The weather's been shitty and the weather was amazing. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and when she was getting buried just by the church, there were 6 magpies, and I just remember so poignant, really. And we went to the wake afterwards, and people were drinking, and usually I'd have been there, and then, you know, you'd get all maudlin, obviously, because it's a wake, and then I'd have been that last person to leave, and I'm so glad I wasn't that. You know, we stayed for 2 or 3 hours, and I just didn't even want to drink, and it was just weird. It was just so strange. And there's, you know, been another occasion this week where I would have normally drunk, and I just didn't want to. And it's just getting used to it, I think. And I still don't know whether I will or not. I don't. The Six Nations is starting next weekend, and I know I'm sure I won't. It's just weird. So it really is strange. So I don't know if there's any other people who've done 365. I know there's lots of you, but if anybody happened to see this video, because I know you don't tend to come on as much once you've done your 365. But I'd just be interested to know about that, if there is an adjustment period. Andy Ramage. When will I be? I do run round fields, but, you know, I'm now looking at people like Andy, who are like 3 years ahead of me, and thinking, will I get like that? Just like when I started, I was looking at people like me, thinking, yeah, I don't believe it. But I don't believe I could be that person at a year, but I have. So I'm just still trusting the process. Because it makes me a bit sad to think, will I just be this? Because I don't make as much effort to go out, I'll be honest. And I don't want to sort of go out as much at the moment. But I'm wondering if that'll change. So I don't have to, Monday morning, I'm not low. I'm tired. But, so I hope this isn't coming across as being a bit depressive. So, what time is it? But yes, one thing I know I've got to sort out is my sugar intake. Oh my God. I've had periods over the 12 months where I've completely abstained, probably for 6 weeks, and felt amazing, and then gone back on it. But I have never known, certainly this January, and I think because I've been coming up to my year, and because of work, and I don't know, January's always a bit shite, and it shouldn't be shite. I don't want to waste, you know, January every year of my life. But I seem to manage it somehow. And I find the pressure of January hard. People expect you to get your best body ever, like by the 5th of January. They expect you to get your best business ever and be rah, 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 you know, come on, let's hit the ground running. No, let's not. Let's eat Lindor balls and leftover Christmas chocolate and then Easter eggs when they've started coming out, Easter eggs. I had 2 yesterday, you know, just the tiny little ones, the proper Easter eggs, you know, where the stuff's inside from the pound shop. Smarties, you know, it reminds me of a childhood. I hate all these big ones. I just like the little ones with the stuff inside. But I have decided that it goes against my grain completely, because I believe everything in moderation, obviously, apart from alcohol. And that's really taught me something. You've learned so much that you don't expect to learn. But usually I can take a leave sugar, I can go out, have a meal, have a sticky toffee pudding, come home and not have chocolate for a week. But really, being alcohol free has really made a difference to that, a negative difference. I've just become so much more dependent on it. And in January, I have been horrific. I mean, I'll do another video telling you the stories of what I've been doing. Oh my goodness. But so I've decided to go absolutely cold turkey because I feel I'm feeling wasting the benefits of being alcohol free. I want to feel frigging amazing, and I still feel, yeah, I'm proud of myself that I'm not drinking, and I feel great that I'm not relying on it, but I think I've just swapped it to sugar. Certainly, like in this January, I've been shocking. So I want to feel great, and again, I'm going to use the same thing that I use. How do I know how good I'm going to feel not drinking and being sugar-free unless I try it? I don't want to be sugar-free forever, not like, well, I don't know what I want to do with alcohol, but so I'm starting today really, but February I'm going to do sugar-free, February completely sugar-free. And when I say sugar-free, I'm not going to be hardcore, all hidden sugars, because I know there's sugar in bread. I don't have a lot of bread. I know there's sugar in cooked chicken breast from M&S. I'm not doing that. I've done that before, that strictness, but I just need to get rid of the obvious sugar, the chocolate, literally stuffing it in your face at 11 o'clock at night. That sort of sugar I need to get rid of. The ice cream in the pissing rain, walking around with an ice cream, you know, cake and biscuits. I don't have a lot of cake, but that sort of stuff. And I've been having loads. Literally, I wanted some almond milk. I usually make my own almond milk, and I'd forgotten to soak my almonds, so I went up to the shop and came home with 200-gram bars of chocolate. Well, I didn't actually come home with 2. I ate one in the car on the way home, and it's only about a 6-minute journey. And it's just stuff like that, putting it in, and it feels like how you used to with alcohol, where you're just doing it as a bit of self-harm almost. And it's just, I'm not having it, so I'm going cold turkey in February. 28 days of, and I'm actually going to start today, although I've been saying I'm going to start today for 3 weeks, I'll see how I get on. So yes, it is, I don't want to put anybody off doing the 365, because obviously I was delighted because I'd done a challenge, I'd completed a challenge, so I had that delight, but it's masked with a bit of, now what the fuck do I do? So I'll do another video very soon this week and just continue with this because it's getting a bit long, 8.5 minutes. And yeah, and I've slept funny on my back. I slept funny yesterday and it was all yesterday. Now it's here and I need a bit of, ooh, can you hear that? Crack, crack. Anyway, I'm waffling. Have a marvellous day and just keep going, because this time next year, use that as a little tip for yourself. This time next year, what do you want to be like as far as alcohol goes? Because it will pass regardless. All right then, bye.